Yo, what up guys? We're back at the Goodwill bins one more time. Here we go. If you're new here, we're gonna show you how to make some cash. Moolah, you ready? 1 hour challenge. We're in and out. We're gonna see what we can do in 1 hour. Boom, 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 and out. I'll see you at the shop. I'll show you what we got. See if we can make some money. Save it from the landfill. You know the deal. You know the drill. Let's go. The bin raider has 1 hour, guys. Let's see if she does any good damage here. Here we go, Goodwill bins. And the truck just left. Wow. Dude, I'm shaking so bad that I can't even record right now. Seriously, like I'm digging with all this stuff. Check all this shit out. I mean, check all this stuff out. G.I. Joe stuff. Craziness. All of this G.I. Joe's. I gotta keep digging, guys. I'll be right back. I can't show you guys. It's insane. Guys, I'm still in awe. I really want to record this, but it was just too complicated. I really wanted to get all these pieces. Tons of G.I. Joe. I got turned on to this by a good buddy of mine here at the bins, Doug. Appreciate you. But he showed me one piece, and then it just trickled into like a cart full of G.I. Joe parts. And it's just super crazy. And then I just have a bunch of other little figures that I want to share. But this goes to one of the grails, if you will, the 1985 USS flag. And these pieces on itself just have a good demand on value because they don't make them anymore, right? So you have to find used parts. I mean, you can do the 3D printing, but it's not the same at all. So people or hardcore collectors will go for these small parts, and they'll need these to replace some of their yellowed parts or broken pieces. So 1985 G.I. Joes, or G.I. Joes in general from the 80s to the 90s, is something to look out for. It's not easy to spot, but there's just a lot of stuff like this. And all this stuff was here, and we came in at 9:30, and it was still sitting here, and things was open at 8. So pretty crazy. Hey, can I see that Wii Sports Resort? Okay. And there's a game right there, so I'm gonna see how much that is. If it's under $5, I'll take it. Always check your glass case because you can find some really, really nice stuff in here. So, wow, what a crazy, crazy, crazy morning. We only want to do an hour challenge, so only got maybe another 10 minutes, but I'm gonna go through this stuff and I'll check out what I got, and then we'll go from there. So stay tuned, and we'll check you out here in a second. Sometimes I'll check these cases because you'll see, or these bins, you'll see, oh, like right here, check this out. There's something I think pretty good. WWF, Raw, WrestleMania. Look at that. This kind of stuff can do well. I don't know if these are any good, but I'll check them out. So with that in mind, look at that. Dark. Wow. $2 on that. That's super sick. So again, you know, check it out. Sometimes these like full seasons will do good, but since I don't have a lot of time now, there's probably the full season. But check that out. Like, you know, if you bought all of these and they're at $2, so you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, $20 for the season. I don't know. I'll place a little thing here what it would look like. I mean, hopefully I'm not making a mistake and leaving them behind, but again, just keep looking around, see if you spot any video games. That's kind of why I come in here. Make sure you look around. Wrestling videos do well. Anything kind of weird and crazy do well. I sold one of these sealed for $30. This one's open. There's some video games over here, and they got them priced at $2, so that's not a bad price, you know. So we might take a look at that. Dance workout. And the other thing too is that you don't know if it's the game. So sometimes it's worthwhile to take a minute and check the game to see if, one, if they're in there. 2, is there like some kind of a, like maybe they messed up and put the wrong disc in? Not Goodwill, but just the person that donated their items. You know, so always check. You just never know. You've seen videos of where they, you know, some people will get like a really rare game in a Wii Fit game case, right? So nothing there for me. So Cool. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna kind of see what I got going on, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alrighty, well, we're checking out now, so let me show you what we've got going on here. Got a full bag of G.I. Joe stuff. Got some blow mold Christmas lights. These tend to do pretty good. You already know, Squishmallows, bread and butter. All right, here's what we got today, $101.85. Let's see what we can make on that, folks. Stay tuned. There we go, showing you guys what the bin raider took down today. Bunch of shoes, guys. This is her bread and butter as far as shoes, sandals, you know, $3 to $4, and then you got all these boots, the heavier boots and stuff. You're gonna pay a little more on them, but you know, she's taking down $45-50. You've seen it in the post before, and I'll show you a couple here of some of the previous sales that she's had. And I mean, when you sell and you do good on it, you continue doing it, you know. So there you go, full bag of shoes, full bag of clothing. I've got my toys, a sick bag of G.I. Joes right here, sick bag. I'll show you guys more details on that down the road.
1 hour.
1 hour and 10 minutes. We cheated. See you guys. And we're back at the shop, guys. Holy smokes. This was kind of unexpected. We were driving by, me and my wife, and we're like, hey, let's just stop in 1 hour. So we just kind of threw up a little challenge. We're like, hey, 1 hour, let's see what we can get. Let's go, get in and go out. It took about 1 hour and 10 minutes, to be truthful. But oh my God, like, we weren't gonna go, and it was one of those things where, man, we have stuff at the house. It's just, but for us, Goodwill, sometimes we go in there, and it's just like a stress reliever, going through stuff, throwing things around, things that, you know, it's just, and finding things that, you know, things that are forgotten for some people, you know. And so you see these things and kind of relive your childhood moments, if you will. So let's take a look. I'm gonna show you what we have. Again, you know, the whole concept of what we do is try to save things from going to landfill. You know, they've been donated, they've been dropped from the retail stores and dropped at the bins, and it's like things that just like, hey, just throw it in there and weigh it out, right? It's by the pound. So we end up paying $1.29 per pound on toys, clothing, shoes, all that stuff, right? Electronics, 69 cents a pound for us here in Oregon. So let me show you guys what we got. Here's what I ended up finding. Now, every day is different. Every time you go is going to be different. You'll find some similar items, cool, your what I call bread and butter items. But then there's those things that kind of like, wow, I didn't even know that existed, and we found it, you know? So I'm gonna start here on top. I've got a bag of goodies down here in a minute that I'll show, but Tupperware, the vintage stuff sells really well. Here's a full set that I found after digging. You know, not a lot of value, but it's not also, it didn't cost me anything. I think this is maybe the 8 ounces, so you know, at probably 64 cents to me at most. You know, that should definitely do $8 to $10, right? Here's some of bread and butter, like Hot Wheels monster trucks. These are really nice condition, you know. So we'll again wait until we have enough of these, and we'll put up a whole little lot. And that's how we do what we do here on this channel. We bundle a lot. Little People is one of my bread and butters as well. We got a little action figure here. Got a bunch of plush. A lot of them I had no idea. This one's from Ninja right there. So I'm assuming like $5. But again, you know, this one is definitely like 4 ounces. This one ended up being about $20. Here's a, anytime they look kind of different, something you don't see in your normal stores, I like to pick up. Not that you're gonna find these things, but if you do run into them, you already know, like, you're being taught now, so now you don't have to waste time looking for these things, because like you'll say, hey, I remember the Toyolgist was talking about this plush, and he said it was a $20 deal, and he already researched it, and he showed us right here what it actually goes for on eBay. And if I can get $10, even though I know I'm paying $1, great return, right? Look at it like that. This is just, you know, giving you guys that information so that when you go out there, you're versed, you're ready to go, you know. So not that you're gonna find that doll anytime soon, but if you do see it from afar, you already know what it could be valued, right? Figures, again, we always pick those up. Here's a Disney movie Incredibles figure. We've got some 12-inch here in the back, but like any of these aren't anything special. Probably like an $8 to $10 figure at maybe like a Walmart or, you know, one of those retail shops. But we'll get a full set of these, you know, the whole Avenger set, and try to get 20 bucks and maybe, you know, right under $10 shipping. And that's a good little bundle for any kid, you know, that's gonna be able to play with that. This one though, it's Descendants, I believe it's what it's called. I looked it up, and it's missing the hand, and it doesn't have any boots, so it's barefoot. But it's got the clothing. If anything, you know, I can sell a doll on its own and then take off the clothing and sell the clothing as well, right? So that's how I look at a lot of these things. It's not always just about the full figure. I could potentially just sell this. Maybe I can just sell the hand. Somebody else maybe forgot theirs or lost theirs, so they need this other side of the hand. You know what I mean? So it's just, think outside the box. Recycling, right? We're recycling, we're getting these things and want to revive it. So whether I'm probably never going to find another hand, somebody can use this other limb, somebody can use maybe the head, somebody can use just the clothing, you know. So that's how we recycle. That's how we, you know, try to save these items from the landfill. Every time I say I'm saving them from the landfill, it's like I'm trying to, you know, utilize that concept. You know, here's a nice little figure. This is from Marvel. But again, he's missing a hand there, you know, a limb. But somebody else might have it. And so I don't mind putting these up for, you know, a couple bucks with other figures. So if I had a whole parts lot of, let's say, hey, here's a bunch of Marvel figures, but they're all missing something. So it's a parts lot, and selling them for 20 bucks, 2 a piece, and you have, you know, 5-10 figures in it. That's a good day, you know. Again, this is light. This is maybe, you know, 5 ounces. And if I can get a couple bucks, and it gets into somebody's hand that I was actually really wanting this figure, it makes my day, you know. Lego Duplo, we always talk about those. Pick those up. Thomas the Train is a good one too, especially if they're anything like this, anything weird looking. Here's a shark car light up. Oh, there's a little, there it is. Does it light up? But still, anything like that, pick up, you know, and wait until you have enough, and we'll do bundles. Okay, here's some Transformers. Those always do good. These are really cool as well. It's really cool. It's like a Power Rangers or a Voltron kind of look to them. Jurassic Park is another toy line you want to be able to look at and grab. Here's some Turtles. You see this, you know, it's stuff that I always pick up. That's always, I feel like it's always there, right? But here's a couple things that I picked up that I had no idea that existed, and it works. See, it lights up. These are what you call blow up molds. So there's 2 of them that I found. Not super expensive, you know, they're 16 to 20 bucks, but because we paid 69 cents and there's really maybe a pound at max, so there's 2 of them, so that's, you know, $3 worth of stuff right there. I figured if I put both of them up, you know, I should be able to get 30 to 35 bucks on that. So stuff like this, you know, this is more for a garage sale. Honestly, I know that there's gonna be, I just hate seeing the stuff at the Goodwill bins because of the whole landfill concept. Yes, I know I can't bring everything from the Goodwill, but just if it's a package deal, you know, and if I can, you know, sell that off for, because that to me is, it's not even 2 ounces, you know, so this is about 16 cents to me. But if I can put it up for $1 at a garage sale and let another child, you know, utilize that, rip up that package and feel good about that, that's what it's all about for me, you know. Me and my wife, we have that mentality of doing that, you know, so we don't mind. Plus, you know, we're already at that point where anything over 25 pounds, you're going to get for $1.29. So throwing these little things in there is just doesn't add any real weight to it. So here's a trilogy for $2. The Dark Knight, super nice condition, all this included in that. Not expensive, but again, you know, if we could save this and put it in somebody's collection, you know, get like 10 to 12 bucks on it, I'm good with that. Build-A-Bear, we picked up about 6 of these, but we threw them in the washer already when we got here, so I'm just showing you one. But we're gonna do like a whatnot auction and just try to put these up for $5 and let them go and see who wants them. You know, they're probably, you know, 25 to 30 bucks brand new at the store, at the Build-A-Bear shop. I figured if I could do $5, sometimes they talk, but no, not this one. If I could put $5 and somebody takes it, you know, for me, this is probably $1.29. That's a full pound. I picked this up because this was really cool. It's like a little old cornflakes tin. But this one is a 1984. I don't even remember seeing those when I was young. Must have been like a limited edition. And then Legos, you know, we pick up Legos, loose Legos, put those into a bin, and once we have enough, you know, anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds, then you can just sell that off as a lot. Here's a vintage Little People. We do very good with that. And a bunch of different little figures. Again, you don't have to know every single figure, but it's what I do. I pick them all up, and then I'll make little sandwich bags or little baggies with, you know, maybe 6 of them inside if I don't know who they are, or maybe they don't have any value. And then I'll do a garage sale and just sell them for a couple bucks, you know, per bag. So just another way of doing things, right? Just another way of selling things. Here's a good find. This is a TI 84 Plus Silver Edition, and I just put batteries in it and it works. So these do well. It's got the battery, it's got the front cover as well. Before school, you know, back to school, this is perfect for anybody. This is a good find at a good time too. So be on the lookout for Texas Instrument. So you saw it. She had a bunch of stuff, bunch of shoes, bunch of clothing, and you know, we'll share some pictures. The clothing for me is a little harder to find because there's so much of it. Toys seem to be easier with the Google Lens just to find it. So again, step 1, you got to go to Goodwill. You got to go thrifting. You got to go garage sales if you want to find product like this. Okay. So we go to the bins because it's a little bit more cost effective for us. If you know, as far as parts and all that stuff and how we rehome these items. Step 2 is you got to find out, is there any value to it, right? You know, whether you're gonna use Google Lens, whether you already know what they are, you use eBay, you could other resources online, what the names are of these items. And then 3, posting. You got to get on either your Mercari, your eBay, your Poshmark, or wherever you want to sell these things. You got to post. You got to get on them. You got to do it, because a lot of the stuff like the smalls, it's okay to bundle it, you know, put up, but something like this, you don't want to sit on this. This is money right here. So you want to come home and you want to post this up and you want to go with it, right? You want to get it out as soon as possible. And then how am I gonna do this? Okay, I'm just gonna go down here. So all of this full bag, okay, it's all G.I. Joe. It's 1980s G.I. Joe. And yeah, some of it is broken. But there's people that need parts. So they might take that off and use it inside, that brown piece inside here. Okay. So all of this is G.I. Joe. This, for a fact, I know that it's the USS Flag. This goes to the flag. This too goes to the flag. And those parts are expensive. Okay. There's some missiles. This one goes to the flag as well. So I was hoping I found the whole flag in there. I was like, oh my gosh, is it in here? That would have been crazy. But I didn't see it. And who knows, it's probably in the back, you know. But, you know, we just did a whole hour. We were trying to do like an hour showdown and just see who came up with the best stuff. And I think I won. I don't know. We got to see what my wife brought. But all of these parts, it's tough. I'm not gonna lie to know what goes to what, but because I've been in the game for a while now with toys and stuff, I know that these are all the vintage G.I. Joe, you know. And if I don't want to mess around with it, I could just put all this out on the table and just sell it as parts, a parts lot. And honestly, this bag right here alone, this could be from like $100 to $150 worth of parts, just parts, you know. And there's some good things in there, so we'll see. I know that I do need a couple for my own personal collection. I'll probably try to do that first before I sell the rest, and then just, you know, maybe throw it on eBay and do like an auction and see what happens. But real cool stuff, guys. Again, you know, you see what we're picking up, just toys and things that people consider trash. You know, they donated it, they didn't care about it, and we're trying to revive this stuff and get it back into people's collections, or get it to kids that will enjoy it a little longer. There's nothing wrong with this, you know. It's just somebody here, well, we picked this up here in Oregon, you know, this might not be available in the East Coast, this might not be available in the Midwest, I don't know, you know. So that's the beauty of being able to go out and pick, because a lot of these toys can be a regional only scenario where other people don't have the ability to find this one figure, right? So when you post it up, you give other people the abilities to buy things that they have never seen as well, or that they remember and they want it back in their collection. The other part of all this stuff, folks, is that, you know, I'm giving you comps of stuff that I see on eBay or Mercari or other places to give you an idea what they go for. That doesn't mean that it's gonna sell. right? So when I give you the final number, I know that this might be like, oh, it's $60, but in all reality, I'm gonna give you 50% of what I think I'll get. So if this goes for 60 on eBay, my calculations are 30 bucks. And it may be more, but realistically, I'd rather give you a really low number, but at the same time, you're surprised at how much we can actually get. So we're probably going to get more than what I'm going to tell you as far as what I project us to make, but I want it to be as real as possible. So that's why, if this item says, comps at, 15 to 20, I'm going to say that I'll probably get maybe $8 out of it. Okay. So again, this one, if I know that it goes for 15, I'm going to say I'm going to get 8 out of it. So almost about half is how I calculate my number. So that initial buy-in of 100, oh my God, I always forget. Is it 101 or 110? Editing Sal, what is it? It's 100 something, okay? So we paid 100 and something for this. And I feel that we're going to get, after we end up selling some of this stuff, some of this stuff's going to sit. And it doesn't always sell right off the bat. Just because I say we're going to make this doesn't mean that it's sold right now, okay? Some of that stuff will sit around and wait. But I'm just giving you a value of what we picked up, okay? Eventually stuff will sell, and I still have to make a couple videos and share that, hey, remember that one item that we picked up? It sold. We need to provide some of those what sold videos, because I think there's a lot of value in seeing that things do sell. Because if you're seeing us just pick up stuff and you never see the sales, you could get discouraged. And hopefully you're not getting discouraged, because all we're trying to do really is share that you can also help protect these toys and get these toys back into people's collections. And I think that's honestly the big part of it, is that we want to continually do that. So yeah, so that's the projected value. This is how much I think we'll make, but that's how much we should make, guys. It's amazing. It's amazing to find some of these things. It's amazing to find all that G.I. Joe bag stuff, and that stuff is from the 80s. So, I know somebody's going to be really pumped to get that, and add to their collections, because I was really pumped and shocked when Doug came up with a bunch of them. They're like, where'd you get this stuff, man? He took me over there, and I still found more stuff, and it's just stuff's hidden. And if you don't know what they belong to, it looks like trash. It really does. So there you go. Anyways, guys, much appreciated. Thank you. Be kind. Rewind. Much love. Get out there and do it.